Oh yeah. Oh, we got someone. Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It's J Whips. We're back with another M6 POV video. It's been a little while since I filmed something because, to be completely honest with you guys, after doing that video with that meet, with that rally, obviously it was a ton of fun, but also it's easily got to be one of my best videos that I've ever put out. And that being said, it's kind of hard for me to make another one to live up to that one, if you know what I mean. So you know, I sat about it, I thought about how hard it would be to make another video that's just as good as that one, and then after a while I realized it doesn't really have to be. So I'm making another POV video, kind of going back to the roots, like how I started the channel, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So yeah, so the idea of this video is for it to end up kind of being like a look at this lady. All right, so what I was gonna say is, the point of this video was that it's going to kind of end up being sort of like a sunset cruise. It's been a long time since I've actually had the chance to drive my car in the daytime. I know that sounds crazy, but with the hours I work and the amount that I work, typically when I leave work or if I'm doing anything, it is at nighttime. So I finally have a day. You know, the days are getting a little bit longer as we get a little bit out of winter, I guess you can say, now that it's February, even though it hasn't snowed yet. The days are getting a little bit longer, so normally this would be a ride home in the dark. Instead, today it's a ride home in the sunset. So another thing I want to update you guys about with the car itself, I'm not going to be going too hard on the car, especially on this ride right here, just purely because I tried doing a pull the other day from a stop sign or from a red light, and as I was taking off, I spun through like first and second gear like I intended on. I intended to spin through a couple of gears and then grip and take off, but instead of doing that, instead the car just went ahead and I spun through first gear, I spun through second gear, and then in third gear the engine just kind of went whoom, and then I went pop 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 out the exhaust, and I was like, all right, well, I don't have a pops and bangs tune, so I shouldn't be popping out my exhaust. That's not right. And then it came up with a message saying that the transmission had overheated. And I don't know if you guys know what that is, what it might be. I haven't brought it to the shop yet, so I'm not sure. But I've had a couple people tell me that it might be the clutches, that there might be, because it's a dual clutch transmission, there might be something wrong with the two clutches and they might need to be replaced. But you know, we'll get that all figured out. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions in the comments of what you think it might be. But either way, today's Sunday. On Tuesday, not tomorrow, but the next day, I'm going to be bringing my car into my guy at M-Spec and have him take a look over the car to see if he might be able to figure out what's wrong with it. And then once we have that figured out, we'll either replace it or we will make the decision on whether we're going to buy a G80. Now, that part, I'm going to add to that. I went to BMW the other day for work. I was at work and I got sent there to go pick up a car, right, for my dealership. While I was there was a G80, an M3, sitting right in the showroom. Now, I don't know if I told you guys previously, but ever since that meet that you guys seen in that video with all the G80s and stuff, I've been kind of liking them. You know, like, don't get me wrong, an M6 is an M6, an M3 is an M3, so two very different beasts. But at the same time, those new M3s are hot. They look really good. They sound much better than the other M3s, the F80 line M3s. And when you do some work to them, they sound really good. So I don't know, man, I'm considering it just because of this problem with the transmission. But basically what it's going to come down to is, if I go over to M-Spec and it ends up being a ridiculous cost to fix it, like let's say it's like 10 grand to fix this car or something like that, then at that point I might just go trade it in and do like an M3 G80 or something like that. But if it's not too bad, I don't know. I really haven't made a decision yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might keep it and you know, fix the problem, or I might go with the G80. But either way, at some point I do want to get a G80, but I would rather, you know, I need YouTube to come up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But if that ever ends up happening, I'd like to have both, like the M6 and the G80, but we'll see what happens. So unfortunately for my video right now, there's cops all over the place. There was one in that parking lot that we just passed, and now there's one right here in front of me. And this woman in this Acura who was speeding a couple seconds ago doesn't seem to want to go very fast anymore. What are we doing? The speed limit's 55. Just because the cop's going slow doesn't mean we all need to go slow. Look, he's hitting his brakes now. What are we doing? The speed limit isn't 43. or 45 either. Can we step on it a little bit here? My brother can't see me through my tints. I'm gonna give me a ticket. He'll probably pull me over, honestly. It's a good thing he can't see me filming him, because if he saw the camera on my head, I'm sure he'd probably immediately assume that I was doing something illegal. Yeah, he's gonna get behind me right now, watch. Oh no, he didn't. It looked like he was about to, and that Jeep didn't let him. And he probably wants me to get in the left lane in front of him right now, which honestly I'm just going to, because he's just not, everybody's going way too slow. Like I said, the speed limit's 55, so just because there's a cop there doesn't mean we need to go 40. I think that means we go 60. See, this guy don't care. Cop's probably far enough behind us now where he can't even see me. I know once I make this turn, I'll make an escape. But to continue on what I was talking about earlier, if I do end up keeping this car and, you know, fixing the problem, the next mods, I think the next move from there is straight into the Project Gamma downpipes and intakes. And then once I have the downpipes and intakes put on, that'll be the road to the exhaust. So speaking of roads to things, by the way, I want to say thank you guys again for another 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 6,000 now. Last time I said thank you, it was in the last video, it was at 5,000. So I appreciate you guys again. 6,000 subscribers is awesome. We're on the road to 10. We're going to keep running it up. And again, I really, really appreciate you guys. I wish you guys could see the smile on my face when I go home and I look at my YouTube analytics and like all the numbers and the views and the comments and the likes. I wish you guys could see the reaction it gave me, but maybe one day I'll do a video where I react to like I'll post a video that I think is going to be good, and then I won't look at the analytics for like 3 days, and then I'll do a reaction to it. That'd be pretty funny. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. But yeah, man, finally out here. This thing takes turns so well. Like, I could just get all over the gas and go 100 around that turn with no problem. That's another thing too. I was talking to actually my mom about it. And you saw a couple of you guys have commented about this in the past. The whole big body thing, like, don't get me wrong, I love having a big body. When you're pulling up to a party or a club or someone's crib or something, you pull up in the big whip, it's gangsta, bro. Like, I got to admit it, it's gangsta. Like, everyone knows that. But at the same time, I drove my buddy Supra the other day, which, sneak peek, by the way, eventually I'm going to do a POV drive in my buddy Supra with downpipes, exhaust, JP4 tune, all that work done to it. That'll be soon. But I was driving it, I drove it for like 30 seconds yesterday. And it made me realize how much I miss having a nimble little small coupe, because I used to drive the Genesis Coupe, as some of you guys know. I got used to being able to throw that car around. I kind of knew where every inch of the car was, so it was easier for me to squeeze in and out of things. I'm used to it now that I've been driving it for a year, or a year on this car, and then, you know, a year on the 650 as well. But I'm a little bit more used to it, but I do miss that, like I said, that nimble two-door feel. So, not that I'm gonna go get a coupe. That's not my move. I'm not really a fan of two doors, but that geared me a little bit more towards the M3. So when I went to the BMW to get that stuff done for work, I went in there, I looked at the M3. It was a Brooklyn gray M3 with a competition X-Drive, fully loaded. Sticker was $99,000, which, you know, probably gonna be selling it over stickers, so you can assume probably 110, 120 racks. And then it was, like I said, Brooklyn gray, which is like, I don't know if you guys know the color by the name, but it's like that Nardo gray that Porsche/Audi came out with a long time ago. Everybody knows the color. I think Honda uses it now and stuff like that. And then the inside was the orange full, you know, where it has the interior under the dash as well. It was the full orange with the carbon ceramic, or the carbon, I'm saying carbon ceramic like they're brakes, the carbon racing seats. So, beautiful car. I mean, the inside of it is just gorgeous. The thing, you know, it has almost no miles on it. It was showroom floor, so pretty much brand, well, it literally is brand new. And then it had the full, it's a 2023, so it had the full digital display that they have now. The new, I think it's iDrive 8 or 9. But look at this guy. I just don't get why you would do something like that. What is the plan? What was the idea behind that? That was purely to piss me off. That guy did that just to piss me off. Like, he just bled into my lane. Like, yep, you're going too fast for me, buddy. And then I passed him, and now he's behind me. That was just the weirdest thing in the world. But we got a nice little modded Honda in front of us. See if he's about some cut-ups. I'm gonna try to film something when I bring the car in on Tuesday to my M-Spec guy. I'll see if I can kind of vlog that. I've been wanting to do regular vlogs that don't just have a POV in it every time, where it's like, you know, vlog footage, and yeah, my car's involved, but it's more of like a life vlog than it is like a car video. But it's kind of hard to do that because I don't really do much, you know what I mean? I work and then I go home, and when I'm in between that, I film my car ride. Sometimes I go straight home from work, or sometimes, like this time, I take a detour just to make the ride a little bit longer. But, you know, I don't really have much time, nor do I have any really hobbies other than just driving my car, so I don't really do much. I go to the gym sometimes, that's about it. So I'll figure something out like that. If one day, if this YouTube thing makes it so that I don't have to work anymore, then that'll probably become like a thing. I'll be posting probably every day if I can, or every other day or something like that. But I sure as hell, regardless of that, would like to post more now than I do. But what I can tell you is this. At the moment, the schedule that I currently work, I work every Sunday. And as you guys know, being car people, Sunday's a big day for cars. Car meets, rallies, all that stuff happens on Sunday. I don't know if that's just a Long Island thing. I'm pretty sure it's like a nationwide thing. But in New York, that's how it is, regardless of whether it's like that on the I know California is like that too. So anywhere where this car meets, I'm pretty sure Sunday is like the day for that, right? So unfortunately, I work 11 to 5 on Sundays, which today is actually a Sunday. So I don't really get to go to any of the morning meets that are all day and stuff like that. The one that I went to last time that I filmed the video of, I took the day off to go to that. And, you know, I can't really just be taking Sundays off all the time. It doesn't really work like that in a sales job. So what I think I'm going to do is switch my schedule so that I get every other Sunday off, and I only get one day off a week as opposed to 2. And it's a bit of a sacrifice for me, but at the same time, I'll be able to post, you know, I'll be able to go to a meet every other weekend and make a video. So hopefully it'll be worth it to kind of follow my dream, you know? I know I've been slacking on the Assetto Corsa videos as well. Oh, we got looks like a 3 Series right here with us. I'm gonna let him pass so I can get in behind him. Oh yeah, oh, we got someone. We cutting up. I'm not gonna pass you. Yep, go ahead. I always forget to take that off. And not that it really matters, you guys can see it anyway, but it just makes it a little bit less obvious. Make something work here, brother. actually just added, I was playing Assetto Corsa last night for a little while. They added the M3 CS that just came out, the new G80 M3 CS. So I'll probably do a cut-up video with that car soon. It's a lot of fun. I was driving it, and it's like, I don't know, it drives really well in the game. I'm pretty shitty at drifting in that game. I tried drifting a couple times, but the only cars that I seem to be able to drift in is the E92 drift spec, and then the that new one, the new G80 M3 CS drifts pretty well. Alright, I don't know if this Beamer guy gave up or something, but I'm gonna get back into it. He kind of just stopped cutting up. Oh, here he comes. Maybe he just wanted me to go ahead. Those. I had to show that 3 Series that the big body can move too. He's gonna catch up with me, but I gotta get off. Alrighty guys, so that was more of an update video than anything. Again, I want to say thank you guys so much for, that was me waving to this guy that definitely can't see me with my tints. Thank you so much for the subscribers. Thanks for the likes and the views. Again, I really appreciate it. My phone's about to go off because I sat on my wallet again. I have a tile in there. It makes my phone go off. It doesn't matter. I hope you guys enjoyed the short video. I was cutting up a little bit. Got involved with the 3 Series. Appreciate you guys again for tapping in. Follow me up on the Instagram if you haven't already. I'll put that on the screen. It'll probably be there the whole video. And drop a like and sub up if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
And not just me for you. I've been moving, I've been drinking, I've been riding through the hood. I've been waving hands in one hand like my nigga was real good. I've been all about the beat, but I won't take the beat. Up to me, I wish a nigga would.